This is the checklist that I used in the previous video to audit this website for on-page SEO issues. This is the website, and this is the checklist that I used to record the data. Like I mentioned, to record the data for on-page SEO issues of that website, of this website. Now, like I mentioned in the previous video, even though this checklist is really handy to record these data, however, there are limitations of using this checklist to record this data. And one such limitation is that, and I mentioned this in the previous video as well, if you haven't watched that, you can watch it. I'll leave link in description and in the I button. You can click on the I button to watch that video after watching this one. So what I was saying is there are limitations of using this checklist to record this data. And one such limitation is this checklist doesn't give us a holistic picture of what's actually going on, For instance, let me give you this example. For instance, if we look at this one, custom title tags and custom meta descriptions. Now here I can see that this website has passed both these two tests. This checklist is showing me that this website has passed both these two tests. Now, why is that so? Because if we head over to this website, and I can see they have a custom title tag that's targeting their keywords, and they also have a custom meta description. Now, there are improvements that can be made, but this checklist is not showing that. Why? Because even though for this website they have a custom title tag, they have a proper custom title tag, however, that's not going to be the case for every single website. There are websites that are going to have custom title tags and custom meta descriptions, but just because a website has a custom title tag or a custom meta description, it doesn't mean that it has an optimized custom title tag or an optimized custom meta descriptions. And by optimized title tags and meta descriptions, I mean optimized for SEO, optimized for targeting the keywords they want to be targeting, optimized for targeting the kind of audience they want to target. That's what I mean by optimizing. So all those situations are not highlighted. They cannot be highlighted in this checklist. So in order to overcome these limitations, and there are many limitations, in order to overcome those limitations, I have actually come up with this paid template. It's only 49 rupees if you get it right now. I'll leave link in description. So what this template does is it will show us, this template will show us the whole picture of what's actually going on. What actually are the URLs? What actually are the page titles, the character lengths, the meta descriptions, okay, everything. The URLs, all the required URLs, the page titles of each individual web pages, the lengths of those titles, the meta descriptions of each of those pages, the character lengths of each of those meta descriptions of each page. So it's going to show us everything at one place. So we'll then be able to, judge and better understand what's actually going on. This checklist, if we look at this checklist, we cannot identify what actually are the page titles. This checklist is just telling me that yes, SEO friendly URLs, but we're not able to see what those URLs are. And if we want to check it, we need to head over to each of these URLs individually and then check it one by one, which is a really tedious process. And this is like, nobody has the time to do that. So in order to overcome that, this is the checklist. Now, I'm actually going to show you how to use this checklist to record this data. So what I'm going to do now, so what I am going to do now is just copy this whole URL, take this whole URL, copy it and paste it inside Screaming Frog here. Just paste it there and hit the start button. And what this free tool, Screaming Frog, is a completely free to use tools for 500 pages. And this website has less than 500 pages, way less than 500 pages. You can see uh, here it is, 162 pages only, this website. So I'll just hit start. What this will do is it will crawl the entire website, and then it'll show me all these important factors: the response codes, URLs, page titles, heading tags, content, and meta keywords, and all the stuffs, all this good stuff that we need, that we want to be auditing. So first we'll start with the page. So you just need to open this thing, open this template, and here foundational SEO audit. Now the reason why why am I calling it foundational SEO audit? Because all these are foundational aspects of a website in terms of SEO. These are really important issues, not issues, factors that we need to consider, and make sure we set all these up properly in order to increase our possibility of SEO success. Because if our heading tags are not proper, and if our the descriptions are not proper, if we do not have analytics set up, if we are not having robots file, no matter how great we are targeting keywords in our content, chances are it's not going to do well. So foundational SEO audit for, I'm just going to put in the URL of this here, paste it, and audit date is today is 15th January 2022. That's it. And I'll start with this page titles and meta descriptions. So first, head over to Screaming Frog, apply the HTML filter. All these are the URLs we want to be targeting. So internal, and just copy all these URLs. Copy all these URLs, Control C. I'll head over to my template and paste it. That's it. Now actually for the word count and the heading tags, we need this URLs. So what am I going to do is, I'm just going to head over to those pages and just copy these URLs and then come back and do the rest. So I'll hit back for the word count report, paste the URLs, hit back, H1 tags, paste the URLs, hit back, H2 tags, paste the URL, go back, and the canonical link, paste the URL and go back. So that's it. So I'm done with pasting the URLs. Now I'll come back to these elements. Actually, why I did that is because I need URLs for every single, so it's better to just copy it once and then paste it, then just come back and copy again and paste again, and then again come back and copy it. So this, I find this to be a better way of doing this. Now these are little filters that I can apply to sort by highest to lowest and everything. Now I'll show that once I fill up this whole table. Now page title. For the page titles, now first we're doing an in-depth audit of page titles and meta descriptions. Now notice here in this checklist will just show us whether there are custom title tags and custom meta descriptions present or not. But it will not tell us what are those meta descriptions, what are those titles, are they even, they are custom, but are they even the right title tags, are they targeting the right keywords, is the meta description targeting the right keywords and stuff. So this template will tell me that, it'll show me that. So I need the page titles for each of these pages and the character lengths of those page titles for each of these pages. In order to do that, I'll come back to Screaming Frog. I'll go to page titles, and I can see the titles here and the title length. So I'll just copy both the table title and title length and Control C, come here and Control V. Right here I have it. So now just by pasting here, I can see that this column has changed its color to red. Now look, now the magic has just happened for this case. In this case, what actually has happened is, as this title lengths past the 60 character limit, this is going to turn red. Now why 60 character limit? Because if the length passes the 60 character limit, the whole title is not going to show up in the search results. When it appears on the Google search results, it's going to get cut off. I mentioned this in the previous video, and I showed it also in the previous video. Because if I see here, if I see when this website is appearing on Google, I can see that I'm not able to see the whole title here. It's getting cut off. Why? But in this case, you can see that the whole title is appearing here. It's not getting cut off, but here I can see it's getting cut off. Why is that so? That's because this has exceeded the 60 character limit. So that's why it's getting cut off. So I can say I need to fix all these things. So 86, 81. I need to make sure all these lengths are below that 60 character mark. That's just a great practice. And I can see these are all images, JPEG. That's why they do not have any titles. These images, I think if they want, they can put titles to these images as well, but I don't see any titles for this. So I can work on that and see what's there. If I copy this and paste it here, see what's there. I can see the images. So there are no titles for these images. So it's a great practice to put image titles wherever it's necessary. Next, for the meta descriptions, we're going to do the same thing. I'll just head over to meta description, copy the descriptions and the lengths, Control C, or if you are on Mac, I think it's Command C, and paste it here. Again, for the meta description, it has detected problems. Here, the red ones, I need to fix this red ones. The optimal character length for meta description is between 100 and 120 to 160, I believe. Yes. So if it exceeds the 160 character limit, it's going to turn red. See here, I need to fix this. It's exceeding that 120 character limit. And for these pages, I can see no meta descriptions for these pages. It's zero. It's zero. Now, I wouldn't have found any of these details in this checklist. This checklist is showing me, yes, custom meta descriptions and custom title tags are present, but this checklist was not showing me that what is that custom title tag, what is that meta description that's present. I can now, here I can see title tag, the length, the meta description, the length, and everything. Now here I can add notes as well. I can just write fix the ones in red, fix the ones in red. This is just for example. You can put whatever note you want. So here I'll just put fix the ones in it and I'll bold it. So it's 0, 0, 0. So they need to consider adding meta descriptions here if that's necessary. I think they can add the gallery serviced area. They can add meta descriptions here. For this page is as well. For the contact us page, no meta description. They can add here. And these length, if it's between 120 to 160 characters, it's going to be in green because that's a great practice to have. And I can see what is that meta description that's there. So this is the meta description. I can see it right here from this template. So I'm done with the page titles and meta description report. Now if I want, I can sort by the filters. I just need to select the range, and then I can sort by highest to lowest and lowest to highest and everything. If I just click this filter and if I sort by Z to A, I can see it is sort by Z to A. Here it is. Okay, if I take the filter again and sort, I can again sort by A to Z and everything. I'll just put Control Z for now and let it be as it is. So hit back. We're done with the page title report, so I'll just put a yes here because I'm done with the page titles report. Now I'm going to do only the on page for this in this here. I'll again do the technical in another video. I just want to keep this video short for ease so that you find it easier to watch it. Now word count report. I'll just view report and I need to put in the page titles along with the word count. So I'll open Screaming Frog again. I'll open the content. Here is the word count and the page titles. What actually am I going to do is, you can see the page titles are already copied here, so I'll just Control C. I'll paste the page titles here, and oops, the word counts also got copied. I'll delete it. So here are the page titles, and for the word count I'll head over to content, and these are the word counts. Control C, head over to my template, Control V, word count. Now it's a good practice to include 500 plus word count for each of these pages, and here I can see right here there are only 2 pages that have 500 or 500 plus words. The remaining pages, it's less than 500. Now do not, I'm not saying to include 500 words in every single page. What I'm saying is include 500 plus words wherever you can. For instance, here if they just add in a few more things, it'll be 500. Here also, if they just add in a few more things, it'll be 500. Here as well. So that's what I'm saying. So in the notes section, I'll just put make the word count 500 plus wherever possible, and I'm just going to bold that. Okay, great. Again, if I want, I can sort the word count. I can sort by highest to lowest and lowest to highest. If I want, I can sort by, let me sort by lowest to highest. I can see all the lowest words are here at the top. I have sorted by lowest to highest. For now, I'll just let it be the way it is. So I'm done with the word count audit. So you can see this audit, this in-depth audit, if I combine that with this checklist, it's going to be a killer. It literally is going to be a killer. It's going to identify every single on-page SEO issues that a website has, and then you can fix it. You can offer your solution as a service to the site owner, or if you're doing it for your own site, you can of course then go ahead and fix it. Or if you want, you can get in touch with me. If you want me to audit your site, or if you want me to take care of your SEO, you can get in touch with me as well. So yeah, so word count audit done with the word count audit. Next, H1 tag audit. The heading tags. For the heading tags, I have already pasted in the URLs here. So for the heading tags, I'll just go to H1, and right here I have the heading tags and the tags length. Just take this tags length, Control C, head over to my Excel sheet template, paste it right here. I have all the heading tags along with the length. Go back, done with the heading tags. Again, you can sort by using the filters present. The filters are built in all these reports. You don't need to have to do anything, you just need to use it. That's it, I've built it in for you. Next, H2 tags. For the H2 tags, I'll again head over to Screaming Frog, H2. I'll copy. This is really they haven't optimized nothing for the H2. And here I have seen all these, no H2 tags for this, no H2 tags for these pages. If they just add in H2 tags, relevant H2 tags, properly targeted H2 tags for each of these pages, they'll be way better off. I mean, for the keyword they're targeting with this, that's a really less competitive keyword. I can see they're targeting this, and if I carry out an in title search on Google, if I carry out an in title search on Google for this keyword, and it'll show me how many websites, how many other websites on Google have this keyword, have this keyword in the title of their pages, and only 9 results. This is really interesting. Only 9 results, and it's showing me only 9 results. So only 9 other websites. This is interesting. Only 9 other websites I can choose. Okay, so they have omitted other results because they seem to be duplicate. But if we even if we take all the results, it's going to be 29 results only. So only 29 other websites have this keyword in the title of their pages. So that this is a really competitive, really low competitive keyword. Maybe that's why they're ranking for this even without doing any proper optimization. So that's why finding the right keyword is a really vital step for SEO. And without an audit, we won't be able to identify those opportunities. See, this audit right here has I'm able to find out the opportunity here, and if they just fix these issues, they're going to be way better off with their SEO. So the H1 tags and the H2 tags, done with that. The website is gonna be like fantastic if they just fix all these issues. They're going to be way better off. And you can see the lengths are really like only this much, the length. So done with the H2 tags. Next you have the canonical links audit. For the canonical links, there are 2 things that you have to consider here: the indexability status of each of these pages and the canonical links, if there are any, and whether those links, where are those links pointing. We need to figure that out, and I'll get to that in a moment. But before that, we need to find out first whether all these URLs, all these pages, whether they're indexable or not, because if they're not indexable, Google won't be able to find them. So for the indexability status, what am I going to do is internal, and right here I can see the indexability status. I can see right here the indexability status. So what am I going to do is I'm going to copy all this URL, all this whole column, Control C, head over to my template, Control V. And if anything is non-indexable, it's going to show up in red automatically. That's how this template is designed. That's how I've designed this template. It's going to show up in red automatically. I can see the last 3 images, they are non-indexable. Now, I think that's not a big deal because these are images, and I don't know if they need those images, if they want those images to get indexed, they should consider indexing that. If not, if they're fine with those images not getting indexed, and that's okay, that's cool. So yeah, so indexability, if anything is not indexable, it's gonna turn red, and if it's indexable, it's gonna turn green automatically. You just paste it and it'll change its color accordingly. Next, for the canonical links, I'll go right here and head over to canonicals. Actually, in the canonicals as well, you can see the indexability status here, and they do not have canonical links for none. They do not have canonical links for none. So the indexability, it's from here, and for you can get that thing from the canonicals as well. So these are the addresses, and all these are indexable. And they do not have canonical link element 1, so nothing in this case. So I'll just write NA, Control C, and paste it here. That's it. If you want to add in any node, you can do that right here. These are the columns to add in the nodes. Let me drink some water. Canonical links, done with that. Done with the canonical links audit. Now let me show you something. Let me show you something. So this is the paid template that I was showing you. It's only 49 rupees if you get it right now. It's literally less than $1. And I'll leave this link in description. I'll again leave this link, the download link, in description. You just need to pay 49 rupees, which is less than $1. And once the payment is successful, you'll be able to download it in your device and then use it as many times as you want to audit as many websites as you like forever. So yep, that's it for this video. And in the upcoming videos, I'm going to touch the other audits, the technical stuffs in the upcoming videos. Stay tuned for that as well. I'm going to show you using both this free checklist as well as the paid version, this one. Everything in detail, comprehensive audits. So stay tuned for that. And if you enjoyed this video, if you found some value out of this, please like it, share it, tell other people about it, subscribe to this channel. Until next time, take care and thanks for watching.